Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video because um, this topic is something that I personally have been struggling with lately, and that is self-confidence. Um, First of all, just to give you a little bit of background about where I'm coming from, I want to let you know the situation that started causing me, issues with my self-confidence and self-esteem most recently. Um, and just talk about some of the tips that I've gotten from some of my friends, um, and things that you should be doing to help yourself stay more self-confident and keep your self-esteem levels up there like they should be. Um, so I'll just get right into it. The situation was actually today, earlier this morning. I was speaking with a friend. This person is no longer a friend, which seems to be a trend in my life. These lessons are coming from people who I thought were my friends. Um, but the thing is, we were talking about why it seems like I can't ever find and keep a decent man in my life. Um, and this person and I, this was a guy, um, he told me, he's like, well, um, I know why you're not able to keep a decent guy in your life. And he told me three things. He said that my looks, my weight, the way that I act, and I think he said some more things. Oh, he also said that my hair isn't right, the way that I dress isn't right. And I personally don't see anything wrong with the way that I dress. Right now I have on a cardigan, a black cardigan, skull scarf, little black with silver studs, bow headband, an olive green tube top, little owl ring, and some brown leggings. I don't see anything wrong with that. I definitely feel like I could be dressed a whole lot worse than what I am. But anyways, to sit here and say that, the way that someone looks is the reason why they can't keep a decent man or find a decent man is just hurtful because, we're kind of born, we're born that way. And short of plastic surgery and a whole bunch of drastic methods that are damaging or can be damaging to your health, there's not really a whole lot you can do to like literally change the way that you look. Obviously, you can exercise and lose weight and things of that nature, which I have lost weight. I used to be a lot heavier than what I am now. Um, I do try to exercise on a consistent basis. I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you guys that I do always, exercise on a consistent basis, but I do try. Um, and, it's just hard as someone who was bullied, in middle school after I changed schools for a semester. I was bullied at that school. I didn't fit in through middle school and high school. I was you know, kind of an awkward child, or teenager, however you want to put it. I didn't necessarily go along with all of the trends. I wasn't in the in crowd, which, it doesn't really matter. Um, but I think, at the end of the day, when people say hurtful things, it's best to just let it go in one ear and out the other. And I know that's really, really hard. Believe me, I know from personal experience. It's happened to me tons and tons of times. So please don't, think that I'm just sitting here telling you that this is something that you need to do and it's not something that I've gone through myself. I wouldn't be here, sitting here telling you these tips if I hadn't been through it myself. I don't believe in giving people tips on how to deal with a situation when I haven't personally gone through it. Um, you know, I cried earlier. I cried because I'm like, how am I supposed to change what I look like? And, he even went so far as, to to say other things that I'm not going to talk about because I mean, it's really no purpose in, giving him, him and his words more attention and more thought than, I should, and I already have, to be honest. Um, but I think, as a plus size person and someone who is not as skinny as, a majority of people, or I'm not even going to say a majority because I'm not really that overweight. I'm not really that big. Um, I could stand up right now and tell you if I could, zoom out far enough. I'm sitting in a different part part of the room right now, and I'm just on my webcam. Um, I will try to show you. I'm not that I'm not that big. Um, you guys can see I am wearing a cardigan, so I'll just show you guys. I'm not that big. So, um, I mean, for someone to sit there and just, like try to bring people down, what is the purpose? Like, what do you get out of it? That's what I want to know. When someone, is because it seems like, he got some sort of enjoyment out of trying to bring me down and trying to ruin my day. But I mean, what do you get out of that? Because I mean, I don't know. And I just don't even know. That's just sad, in my opinion. I mean, I've talked to a few of my other friends, my Facebook friends and, personal friends in my life. And, the only thing that we have come up with is that he has to be dealing with something himself. In order for him to be that unhappy to where causing other people, emotional stress and emotional pain and, just to me, that's basically a form of verbal abuse, the way that he was talking. Um, it's not real serious verbal abuse, but that's usually how it starts. Um, but just a message to those of you who may not be, size zero, or, you may not feel like you fit in. Um, I don't fit in either. Don't worry about it. You're beautiful just the way you are, okay? Take it from me, someone who, I've always been self-conscious. I've always, struggled with self-esteem issues and self-confidence issues. I've always struggled with that because, I was bullied. I wasn't happy with my weight through high school. There's a number of reasons why I have been unhappy with myself throughout my life, and um, I just want to say that you're beautiful just the way you are. Don't let people come into your life and just try to bring you down and try to destroy you. And I know, you know, I need to take a dose of my own advice, and I need to listen to my own advice on this one because I struggle with it. I still struggle with it, and it definitely doesn't help when you have people who you thought were your friends and they say hurtful things towards you. But at the end of the day, you need to remember that if someone is going to talk to you like that, then they're not really your friend. They're not bringing you anything in life except for pain and stress. That's really all they're bringing you. And there's no reason that you should ever feel like you have to put yourself through that. Um, I dealt with it. That's how actually my first abusive relationship started. Um, I know I've talked about that a few times on here. I'm not going to really go into detail about it, but verbal issues like that and little things, words, that's how my first abusive relationship started. And so, you know, I tend to avoid people like that. And, obviously, avoiding issues isn't really a good thing. It's not really something that you should be recommending or something that you should be doing. It's better to just deal with issues and then move on from them. But, I tend to avoid issues like that. And so I have to say that I'm proud of myself for sticking up for myself in the situation. Um, I know that I still have a lot of work to do as far as, my self-esteem and my self-confidence, and I'm going to need help building myself back up. But with that being said, that is all I have for right now. If there's anything that you need, any comments, suggestions, anything, please let me know, and I will do my best to get back to you.